What is up, everybody? Eric here from Soundcast Studios. Today we're taking a look at Analog Obsession's updated compressor plugins, the Fetish and LALA compressor. So these plugins recently got an update. The LALA compressor got a UI update, which makes it look incredibly clean. I love the size of it, makes everything very easy to see. And it also got a couple of changes that make it sound more like the hardware. I'm not entirely sure if that's true. I've never worked with the hardware. All I know is that it sounds good, and to me that's all that matters. I couldn't really tell a huge difference between this version and the previous version, and I wasn't able to figure out how to actually have both versions of the plugin installed on my computer. It seems like I can only have one at a time, so I can't really do a side by side. All I know is that this plugin, it still sounds good. I still prefer it over the CLA2A. This video is really not about the sound of the plugin, and actually more, I really just wanted to talk about the Fetish update. So now let's get to what I really want to talk about, which is the Fetish update. This update is a huge update in my eyes. One of the things I don't like about 1176 style compressors, like the CLA76, is that as you turn up the input, which is how you get more compression, you're turning up the gain and therefore making it louder. There is a little bit of a learning curve to it, since you have to be aware that you're turning up the volume and you could possibly not actually be making the track better, but you're just making it louder. So here's an example. As I turn up and want more compression, so I'm getting more compression, but I'm also making the track louder. I have to adjust for that, turn down the output. On hardware, you can do that with both hands, but on software, you can't really adjust two parameters at the same time. And so the Fetish compressor kind of solves that issue for me. The input knob more or less acts like a peak reduction in my eyes, similar to how this LA2A style compressor works. So as you turn up the compression amount, you're actually not turning up the gain. You're just really increasing the threshold for the amount of compression you want. As you can see, it's getting compressed and therefore it's getting quieter, which is kind of how you expect a compressor to react. And so in my eyes, that makes this compressor incredibly helpful for newcomers in learning how compression works, since you're not being tricked by the perceived loudness that you're getting out of it. That alone makes this update incredible in my eyes. Another thing that I like about this update is that I feel like they changed the way the attack times work. And so here, I'll show you what I mean by that. First, I'll play the Fetish, and then I'll play the CLA76. Did you hear that? Did you hear how much more aggressive the Fetish compressor is? And for a compressor that I want aggression, I just think it sounds way better. The Blackie actually sounds less like this compressor, so I decided to stay with the Bluey since they sound a little more alike. But even then, the Fetish compressor to my ears sounds significantly better, and it's free. Another big thing that I like about this compressor is that the attack times are stated right here. You can actually see this is slow attack and this is a fast attack. A lot of people in my previous video actually reached out to me telling me that this is the slowest attack on this and this is the fastest, and which isn't correct. In the manual, you can actually see it'll tell you that 7 is the fastest attack, 1 is the slowest, also for the release, 7 is the fastest release, and 1 is the slowest release. And so the fact that people are still confused about it makes this update significantly more useful. Now you don't have to wonder, is this fast? Is this slow? It tells you, this is the fast attack, this is the slow attack, this is the fast release, and this is the slow release. And so with that in mind, I also feel like the attack times on the Fetish compressor are significantly more accurate. To me, the fast attack time is incredibly fast. It kills all the transient, which is what a fast attack should do. The CLA76, to my ears, doesn't really do that. So here, I'll play it and show you. Fast attack, fast release. Fast attack, fast release. Can you hear that? Can you hear how much more aggressive the Fetish compressor is? It kills that transient, which is what a fast attack should do. And with the CLA76, some transient was still getting through, and which isn't a bad thing. It's just that to me, when I want a fast attack, I kind of want to be killing some transient. So to me, the Fetish compressor is absolutely way better than the CLA76. The input feature alone is so incredibly useful, and the fact that it sounds better on top of it, and it's free, it's crazy to me that such a good plugin can be free. And so that is all I'm going to talk about for this video. I really just wanted to nerd out over this plugin. I've been using it for a couple of sessions and I've been loving it. I've been wanting to talk about it, I just haven't had time. The LALA plugin, it sounds good. You can see my other video comparing this versus the CLA2A. They both sound good. To me, the CLA2A is a little brighter, but that's beside the point. They're both usable. But to me, there is no reason to use the CLA76 while this is free. That's just my opinion. So that is going to be the end of this video. In the comment section below, let me know what you liked, what you didn't like, and what you thought I could have done better. And I'll see you all in the next video.